Hey Joe.
Hello.
We're here in beautiful sunny Titchfield Common, this Mediterranean sort of, what do they call it, microclimate?
Global warming.
Yeah, that's a very nice spell of weather we're having, and this garden is a beauty for days like this because there's lots of areas where you can have a bit of sun or a bit of shade if you want to.
Yeah, there's a benefit and a curse having big trees surrounding a garden. Offers that dappled shade, but you do have the nuisance of picking up leaves and dealing with acorns, and squirrels and birds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does give it a certain ambiance.
Definitely, and it does give protection from like the more extreme weathers. They're probably quite sheltered when it's windy as well because of the trees.
Yeah.
And today it's actually a really hot day, but we've been very comfortable when we've been going around getting footage of the garden and stuff because the trees have shielded us from that and provide some cool shadows.
Yeah, no,
really
the dappled shade and the lighting looks really good.
So talk us through the process for this one. Did the clients get in touch with you direct when they were like kind of having the house built? A house that's quite newish?
Yeah, so no, the house is obviously already there, but these guys added a extension onto their kitchen to provide a sort of a garden room, but also open plan kitchen dining area, and the existing landscape that was here before, it suited the old house, but it was outdated, and it just wasn't going to work with the proposed sort of extension room that they've put on. So yeah, what we've ended up doing is using the geometry of the house essentially and mirroring an outdoor kitchen flowing out from their interior kitchen, and then using the lines of windows and doors to sort of create pathways and then secondary seating areas like we're sat on here. The garden is a garden of two halves really, so this side of the garden that we're on facing back towards the house is very contemporary. It suits the house. There's lots of geometry and things that line up, but the garden has a cricket pavilion in it, which doesn't suit the house architecture. It's a lot more quaint, so the plan for that section is the other side of the bleached trees.
It's just behind us here now, yeah.
Is to have that as a separate themed or styled garden, and have that clear linear boundary of the bleached hedges and the Portuguese laurel dividing that section off. So yeah, you could either be in one or the other.
The pleach trees, clever use of those because behind us the garden is actually slightly overlooked from this point by some houses there, and the pleach trees kind of solve that. This feels quite private here. Yeah,
I mean it's only recently in the last month or so they've come into full leaf and you can really see the benefit of that, and also the movement that they provide is a really nice subtle feature. Yeah, they're lovely.
The main thing I wanted to focus on from our point of view on this one is that extension into the outside with the indoor-outdoor vibe, because they've got our Ipley Beige tiles inside with the same size and same colour tiles flowing out, and then you've obviously used a feature with the Ipley Anthracite rug style underneath that main dining table out there as well.
Yeah, and then that's even extended up onto the outdoor kitchen. So the outdoor kitchen is also clad in the same porcelain. It's really quite an important part. The client's got a really good eye for detail, so it's very important that the grout lines from interior to exterior all lined up. There was level threshold, it all flowed to create that inside out feel. And yeah, I think that's been done really successfully, and the fact that it then feels like the materiality then joins the sort of extension to the outdoor kitchen. It feels you've already got a connection, even if you're stood inside looking out at the outdoor kitchen. you still feel like it's one space. It's not a clear divide of inside outside. It's all one cohesive area.
Yeah, visually it really flows, and you don't really, you feel like on days like today, you feel like both spaces are actually one space, and you can see how like the property owners, days like today will just be floating frequently from outside to in, you know, all the doors open, and coffee in one room or in the garden, you know, moving around the space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One little detail that the client was chatting to us about earlier, which I really like, is actually inside they haven't used skirting boards in that extension. The tiles just go straight up to the wall, with a nice like bit of sealant or grout around the edge. And I think that works really well because it does remind me of an outdoor tile up against an outdoor wall, and gives me that feeling of being outside even though it's in. Yeah,
it also it's a much more contemporary feel, so it enhances the house is contemporary ultimately, inside and the exterior. It's quite a unique architectural property. You don't see many houses that look like this.
No,
it's almost Gothic, slightly Gothic exterior.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah,
but yeah, the anthracite zinc sort of cladding to the extension and the windows and doors, it all ties it all together really well. It definitely feels like an outside room, but when you're sort of looking at it, it also looks like it was part of the house originally.
Yeah, it really does flow inside and out, because like even the interior wood is very similar to a lot of the cedar that you've used here. So they've got interior doors and stuff, very similar colour tone. So you do feel that continuity. Yeah,
and even in terms of the decor inside, there's lots of copper and dark woods inside, accompanied with lighter beiges. So exterior wise, we've gone with corten edging, and little touches of that, and the cedar give that level of warmth with the anthracite and the beige, lighter beige tile.
Yeah, and it's really a big plus point of using an Italian porcelain, is most of the Italian porcelains that we do, you can have the exact same tile on the inside as out. So if that's something you're looking to do, then yeah, the Italian porcelain range is really good to look at. And this range in particular worked well for this job because you had these 800 by 400 stepping stones, which you didn't need to cut, I don't think, did you? You bought these from our
exactly
range.
That.
Yeah, because they do that in that size as well as the larger square. Why that feature rather than a different colour, Joe? Is that just to break up that expanse of paving?
Exactly that. It's quite a big expanse of one material. Even the 800 by 800 size format here, it doesn't really look like a large format tile in this context.
No.
It actually almost looks like a 600 or 450. But yeah, having a large expanse of all one material, I think would have just been too much. It also defines exactly where dining should be, gives clear access through from the bifolds out to the kitchen area. Yeah, and just indicates a different use of space.
Ties it back into that zinc as well, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Really nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have that tone and tying everything together. Simple palette, but just repeated.
And I love the outdoor kitchen. I was speaking to Gavin, the property owner, earlier, and he said they're out there at least once a week, even in the winter. They've got like little heaters installed inside. And,
yeah. I think
it's
they
a cool
did their
space.
Christmas dinner out there.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
It's getting a lot of use.
Yeah, that's really cool to be able to use the garden all year round.
Yeah.
Love it.